as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to line.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding it.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, Wilson. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. The Broncos at 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 14. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So
taking it right down Broadway. Jakeem Grant. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points.
And raise you.
And raise you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
And this time will be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Bust through the tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. That third down conversion good for 23. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 9. They run it again with Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and sending him back on the sand. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to throw, Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Chubb, pushing through, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go, baby, let's go!
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
14.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Browns 24, Broncos 3.
No, the owner is happy with that one. Take that, thank you. Take that, thank you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Take that, thank you.
To go through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Watson on first down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes it 24-13. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. They work now on 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him say,
and got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for it, and momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a first down throw. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 27-all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Graham. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Watson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders out in the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Smith to return it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action now. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Throwing again is Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
On the double.
Sticking to the air, hits Thompson Robinson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
3-3. At the 46-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Black shot.
3rd down.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Here we go.
First down, Cleveland.
Strike.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is DTR. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can...
Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. Completes to Njoku. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's 1st down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, too. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Charles, a lot of happy